For more on President Trump's diagnosis, I'm joined now by former Democratic staffer and senior non-resident fellow at the US Studies Center, Bruce Wolpe. Bruce, thank you very much for speaking to us. At 74, President Trump falls into the highest risk category for complications from coronavirus. What wheels does this diagnosis set in motion inside the White House?
Thank you, Marian, and good afternoon. Exceptionally dramatic news. It really takes the president away from direct control of the federal government at the outset. I mean, he has a period of isolation and convalescence. He can still, of course, do things and execute the office. But it really makes the activity, his normal routine will be completely disrupted. He has a lot of staff around him. I'm sure they will take care of his wishes and see the orderly processing of government policy and the day-to-day executive functions. But as Phil outlined, it really does put a stop to campaigning as it's been conducted so far. The president will be unable to travel for the next several days, perhaps as long as 2 weeks. He will be unable to hold rallies, unable to do the things that he likes to do to rev up his campaign. I think Vice President Biden will be extremely respectful of the president and the First Lady and want their full recovery, and everyone wishes them well and hopes that this is not serious at all. But for the moment, it just puts the White House in hiatus, and we'll just have to wait and see what the medical updates are over the next 24 to 48 hours to determine how far-reaching this will be, how it will shape the rest of the campaign, and also the management of day-to-day important issues inside the U.S. government.
Now, just projecting hypothetically, if the president does become seriously ill, and we hope that he doesn't, we wish him a speedy recovery, and the vice president picks up, what happens if then he contracts coronavirus?
Well, I don't think we should get ahead of ourselves as to where issues of succession are. When past presidents have been shot, like Ronald Reagan, or faced hospital illnesses, or gone under anesthesia and surgical procedures, they have used the Presidential Succession Act and provisions under it to transfer authority to the vice president and then reclaim them when the president recovers and is feeling stronger. I'm sure that is in place and can be executed if needed. I'm sure the vice president and president, all the staff, the chief of staff, and the leaders of Congress will consult very closely as to what needs to be done to ensure there is just absolutely no interruption of continuity of government in the United States. But a day at a time here. The president right today is not seriously ill, and we will just have to see how it plays out. But the headline really is White House operations. The president will not act normally for the next several days, and it will affect the campaign, and then how voters assess as we get closer to November 3rd. What does this mean for who they want to put their faith in and their confidence in the future as they prepare to make a very momentous decision for the future of the country?
Thank you very much for speaking to us. Bruce Wolpe, Senior Fellow at the US Studies Center.
Thank you, Marian.